the year 2004. GIBS is affiliated to Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University, Delhi and is approved by All India Council for Technical Education AICTE, Ministry of HRD and Government of India for Technical Courses and Bar Council of India for Law Courses. We are currently offering postgraduate program in MBA, MBA International Business and undergraduate programs in BBA, BBA LLB and BA LLB. Our institute has been awarded an A grade by National Assessment and Accreditation Council NAAC in the second cycle. Recently, GIBS stood at number 1 for its BBA program at the Time B Schools Survey 2023 and secured 19th rank among the top 20 private B schools in North India for its MBA program. GIBS has also achieved 30 All India rank in the International Annual Ranking 2022 and the 13th zonal rank out of 98 participating colleges in the North Zone for the internship selections during the year 2022. GIBS has also received the ED Leadership Excellence Award 2023 in Academic Excellence and Corporate Affairs in Higher Education for Geeta Ratan Educational Group by the Times Group. Entrepreneurs are frequently considered valuable national assets that should be encouraged, supported and paid as much as feasible. The way we live and work can be altered by entrepreneurs. Their ideas raise our standard of living, enhance the range of goods and services available, generate income and jobs, and ultimately lead to flourishing community and country. Through stimulating allied sectors of firm that support the new venture, their entrepreneurial activities often have a cascade impact that advances economic development. Indeed, we are who? We are who because of the Tata, Birlas and Ambani families. Entrepreneurs Day, an annual celebration inaugurated in 2010, is a day dedicated to honoring the contributions of visionaries and innovative minds who shape the business landscape. At its core, Entrepreneurs Day is a day dedicated to recognize the risk takers and trailblazers who transform ideas into reality, propelling economies forward and creating jobs. As a reminder of the fundamental role entrepreneurs play in forecasting innovations, driving economic growth and building resilient communities, Geeta Ratan International Business School is conducting a competition to celebrate an Entrepreneurship Day on 13th May 2024 as a part of IIC. In the competition, students will give presentation on their idea of startup or will present their product for the investment. We welcome our guests Dr. Abhijit Das and Dr. Ekta Rastogi ma'am. We welcome you sir and ma'am. Dr. Abhijit Das is a professor in the Geeta Ratan International Business School. He has a PhD in management with over 26 years of teaching experience. He has published more than 20 research papers and attended organized conferences in India and abroad. He has taken a keen interest in IT and is familiar with Google Analytics, Digital Pedagogy (ERP), online lectures (SPSS), R programming, Python, SQL, Google Data Studio, dashboards, Power BI, etc. His area of specialization is marketing. He has around 11 MOOC certification and has also recorded lectures of Swayam Prabha TV channel, a refresher course by MHRD. He has also completed a further education, leadership and management training workshop by UK India Education and Research Initiative. Dr. Ekta Rastogi has a doctorate degree in management from Department of Commerce University of Lucknow. She is serving a professor, also over 26 years of teaching experience in management teaching, training, research and administration, including 2 years overseas experience in Majan College, Sultanate of Oman affiliated to University of Bedfordshire, UK. She wears many illustrated hats in each of these fields. Her passion for precision and perfection shines through. She has authored 7 books and many of her research papers have been published in national and international journals. As a trainer, she has worked with top names like Reliance Communications and Bank of Baroda. Teaching should create value addition for students in her month. Upon our first presenter, Group 1, Mudit Jain and Dimple Kadla, topic Swasthya Sampark, the health treatment.
Good morning judges and one and all present here. I am Mudit Jain and my friend Dimple Kadla are here to present our business proposal on the topic Swasthya Sampark. So this is the overview of our presentation, but we have included in all our project. So first one is the introduction, then customer segments, then what are our target customers, then how we have positioned our product, and what are the various marketing and distribution strategies we have used, and how we are actually earning money through this, and prototype and conclusion and growth statements. So first, road accidents are very common these days, and the hospitals and police stations gets very late at their preferred location to save the injured people. So to resolve this kind of problem, we have developed an app called Swasthya Sampark, which is an accident reporting and assistance app through which the injured people can, in seconds, can connect to the hospitals and various chemist shops, so that they can get the timely medical checkup at that incident. And not only this, but our app also provides certain basic features like integrated emergency services. When the accident happens at this point of time when the ambulance is reaching the preferred location, at this time they can also connect to various chemist shops and organizations nearby locations, so that they can get at that point of time minimal medical checkups so that they can be saved. And everything like medical history also gets also is there in the app, so that if the doctor requires any history or any kind of information about the people, they can get from that only. They do not need to check or look upon their relatives. And fourth is the medical record integrated. It includes everything like number of hospitals at nearby locations and number of chemist shops at nearby locations, so that injured people can themselves do for themselves what they can at that point of time. There was no one at that location. Then real-time update and alerts. It also gives real-time update, the shorter route, so that people can get to their desired location, or any location that is more prone to accidents. Also, they also alert this kind of things. And this is the last is user-friendly interface. It also provides a very kind of easy interface that is very easy to use by everyone. So now for the logo and name. So we have named Swasthya Sampark because Swasthya in Hindi means health, which symbolizing our company that is providing good health to its people and safeguarding their interest at the road accidents. And Sampark means connection. It also symbolizing the connection of an individual to the hospitals or any organization. So that is why we have named Swasthya Sampark. And this both Swasthya Sampark means we are safeguarding their interest at the time of road accidents. And about the logo, so we have used the heart with a heartbeat line, which is symbolizing the connection between the health and technology, how we are using for safeguarding the people. And the yellow color is symbolizing the energy and health. So we have used yellow color for symbolizing this. And its tagline is Swasthya Sampark, Swasthya ki aur ki shuruaat. So that's why we have used this tagline. And we have also named this Swasthya Sampark due to because the people also gets connected with the Hindi language. So it's providing authentication to the people that is in an Indian app, and they can rely on this. So this is how we have segmented our market. We have used the 4 segmentation criteria. The first one is the demographic segmentation, in which we have segmented the people according to their age. For example, drivers, passenger and pedestrian who work on the road, so they are more prone to road accidents, so they require much of this app. Secondly is the geographic segmentation. We have divided rural and urban areas. So as urban areas are more developed and more roads, so they are more prone to road accidents. Then third is the psychographic segmentation. We have divided those families who are more concerned about the road accidents and individuals who always take and prepared about this kind of emergency. And fourth is the behavioral segmentation. The people who are always traveling somewhere, or the people who are going on roads for their leisure time. So this we have segmented on the behavioral segmentation. So these are 4 target customers basically. First one is the daily commuters who always use roads for going to the work purpose or leisure time. So they are more prone to accidents. And first they are always our target customers. Second is the professional drivers whose working is all driving and this, so they are also prone to road accidents. Third is the families, and fourth is the healthcare providers. So healthcare providers also are target customers because they are only providing certain services to the people. So we have to build a connection with them also. So now positioning means how our brand actually they are in the consumer's perception. So we have positioned our app as the leading road accident assistance provider. So there is no much competitor for this app. So it's providing the road accident assistance. So we have positioned our app at this time. Then a trusted health and safety companion. So it is very trusted. We have positioned our app as the Indian origin only. So people get authenticated towards that and trust a lot for this app. And lastly, advocate for community well-being. So it's also provide the well-being and safety to the customers. So we have positioned our app like this.
Okay, so next we have promotion strategies. First we have events. So we organize events like workshop, seminar and road safety awareness companions in collaboration with the local community schools and businesses, small businesses and medium to large businesses. Next we have public relations. So we can engage with public relation activities such as we can take as a press release or guest articles in a relevant publication to generate publicity for our app. Next we have influence marketing. So we can do the partnership with the influencers, bloggers and the key opinion leaders in order to we can endorse our app with themselves, in the partnership with themselves. Next we have partnership and collaboration. So we can do the collaboration with road safety, health services, and insurance providers. There are so many manual like government agencies also. Next we have digital marketing companions. So in digital marketing companions we utilize social media marketing. For example, search engine optimization, online advertising, email marketing, content marketing to raise our awareness about our app. Next. Okay, so we have distribution strategies. First we have app stores. So we can make our app available on major app stores, for example Google Play Store or Apple Play Store. Next we have partnership with mobile carriers. So form a partnership with mobile carriers to pre-install our app on our smartphones, or we give offer to exclusive promotions and discounts or incentive to the users. Next we have word of mouth. So we encourage our users to refer our app to their relatives, to their family, friends, neighborhood, colleagues, etc. and leverage word of mouth advertising to build our trust and credibility among potential users. Next. We have revenue streams. First we have premium. So we offer a basic version of our app for a download for free with the limited features, and with the charge fee we apply premium features, for example advanced background verification and emergency existent services, etc. Next we have advertising and sponsorship. So we take as targeted advertising, sponsored content, and there are many more digital many more digital marketing operations.
With the hospitals, that is always there in the app homepage. So when they want to connect, they can suddenly just in seconds call and connect the hospitals.
उनके पास पहले उनकी फेस आईडी ऑलरेडी स्कैन होगी. अगर उनको एक्सीडेंट वगैरह हो गया, अगर वो होश में नहीं है तो
reach the hospital that this person has met with an accident.
So when an injured people themselves report an accident, then
Person is met with an accident, he is not in a position to use his mobile.
sir, or anyone also there in the location can
जितने भी
within
हॉस्पिटल्स
this.
हैं उनके पास एक्सेस रहेगा, और जितने भी
Access is different. how does information reach the hospital?
Sir,
How do
anyone,
they know this
any
person
people at
is
the
ill?
preferred location can also with their app report the accident that happened there, and through this also.
See that person, the person who meets with an accident. Now there is an illiterate person nearby who's passing by, right? He sees this person is injured. He doesn't know how to operate the app.
Sir, we have options for Hindi and English also, so it is very easy. Like there in homepage.
Illiterate means he is not able to read or write in any language.
See, there can be an alternate option model. Suppose there are 5 hospitals which are being paneled with your app in a particular region. Now there can be a reverse mechanism, that is the moment an accident happens, right, by using GIS or some type of information system, the alerts directly go to the hospital and they get a notification, and in no time they send their emergency.
Much Dimple and Mojit for your innovative idea. Now group 2 is Shivam Kumar, Topic Cloud Kitchen.
A very good morning to one and all present here. Today my teammates and I will be presenting our business plan based on a cloud kitchen. These are the table of contents that we will be going through. We will be explaining our market research, business model, location and infrastructure, marketing and branding, financial projections, and eventually we will be discussing the SWOT analysis. So first up, let's discuss the target customers that we have for our cloud kitchen. We will be targeting students that make up 60% of our targeting customers. The ages will be 18 to 24, and we're targeting students because these students have come to Delhi or to any other state from their original hometown. They are on a limited budget. They do not have their regional food that they crave and they want. Additionally, we'll be targeting working officials as well. They make up 35% of our targeting customers. These officials are very busy. They have the income, but they're too busy to actually make the food that they crave, and they want that familiar taste that they deserve. Next one, please. Now, how come Cloud Kitchen is the solution for this issue? Cloud Kitchen is the solution as the first one is cost efficiency. For cost efficiency, we do not have a physical storefront, as in we do not have a dining space, so we're cutting down on our expenses. Next, we have the geographic expansion. As I said earlier, since we do not have a physical storefront and we do not include our dining expenses, we can easily and very quickly expand into other geographic locations as well. Third, sustainability. Through the Cloud Kitchen solution, we will be supporting small-scale farmers. We will be cutting down our transportation expenses that take up a large carbon footprint as well. Next up, please. Now let's zoom out for a minute and discuss the growth potential for this Cloud Kitchen. The share of the online food delivery market in India is rising at an upward trend. This means that we can capitalize on the growing trend and we can capitalize on the increasing urbanization, rising disposable income, and the growing e-commerce market in India. As such, the people are willing to now spend on additional online food market resources, etc. Next up, please. Now, our Cloud Kitchen will be named as Bharati Rasoi. Why Bharati Rasoi? Because our mission is to bring the homemade food, the regional food that students and working officials crave to their place in Delhi. Next up, please. Now, Shruti will be explained forward.
Now let's look at the pillars of our USP. Obviously, as we have known that we are working on a Bharati Rasoi, so there's a diverse taste as well. There are affordable delights. You can see the menu from frontwards. None of the food is above more than 150, and timely delivery obviously, and round the clock comfort. You can order any day and at any time. And customizable menu. Obviously, there are multiple customizable options that are available in our menu, and there is a commitment to quality as we have an FSSAI approved registration. Next up, this is our menu from many other different states, from Bihar, Jharkhand, Bengal, Tamil Nadu. We have our from various states. We have different foods. Like from Bihar, we have Litti Chokha. We have from Jharkhand, we have Malwa ki roti, and many other. Next up. Then there is efficient delivery system. Obviously, we partner with Zomato and Swiggy, and through which we can provide an efficient delivery system, route optimization system, geographic segmentation, and batch deliveries will be provided with the help of Zomato and Swiggy as well. Real-time traffic updates will be provided to the customers, and customer communication is provided with the app itself. Next up. We chose our location as Vishwavidyalaya because it's known as the student hub, because the entire north campus of Delhi University is situated there. There's a 15-minute radius because the Azadpur Sabzi Mandi is there within the close radius. Sourcing freshness with the help of Azadpur Sabzi Mandi, we can source our fresh ingredients because there's a minimum travel. And 10-kilometer delivery radius is there, and convenient access is provided with the help of our 15 minutes radius. Next up, layout space, we have a 500 square meter cloud kitchen, wherein there will be a staff locker area, delivery pickup area, takeaway counters. Takeaway option is also available with our cloud kitchens. Cold storage, dry storage, and restroom obviously. Next up, Mark.
This is where we will be basically spending our CAC, customer acquisition cost, that we have kept as 50,000 rupees. We will be spending it in the cooperation with educational institute and corporate offices. During the orientation period of the colleges, we can inform about the cloud kitchens because that is the great time to grab our target audience, as student is one of the largest audience we are targeting. Collaboration with food bloggers and influencers to promote it on their pages, and social media presence and online reach. We will be creating our own Instagram page for the organic marketing.
Just a minute, go back. You said cooperation with education institutes and corporate offices. Now you've targeted only Delhi University.
No, not Delhi University. We have kept that place because large number of audience is situated in Delhi.
What about the corporate offices? How will you keep
Sir,
it?
it's not that we will be only delivering in the Delhi University, but we have kept that location to, as that will be the centralized location, so the delivery cost will be efficient for us.
I think for sourcing they are basically using.
Yeah, Azadpur Sabzi Mandi
So
is
that
also.
they can get farm produce, fresh
Yeah.
farm products. Yes, sir.
Now let's come on to the financial projection. Cost of operation, we will be recurring rent. Kitchen equipment will be there, as licenses and staff. Marketing and sales, inventory costs, customer acquisition cost, as I mentioned, 50,000 we will be keeping for the inorganic marketing, and organic marketing will be done through our Instagram pages. Branding and packaging, that will be in the first year. And according to that, our projection is total one-time cost will be 5,40,000. Recurring cost will be for the rent, staff, inventory, customer acquisition cost, branding and packaging 2,20,000 rupees per month. If we go to the cost and the revenue, lump sum amount of 4 lakhs will be there, and even if we incur few of the extra marketing cost, we can easily meet the break-even point in the first year.
Now let's look at the total workforce. There will be a capital investors of total 3, all 3, and delivery workers for 4, and chefs as 3. Next up, licensing. We have took the FSSAI license, which would have cost around 7,500 as we took as the central FSSAI license. Then GST registration. As of we have not registered for the GST, but in future prospects we took it as an expense for us because it will be costing us around 7,500. And then municipal health and trade licenses, they will be costing to us around 20 to 21,000. And fire safety compliance would be costing us 5,000 per year. Next is the SWOT analysis. Let's look at the strength. There's an affordable pricing, 150. Like it's very convenient for people to pay around 150 because we are getting the healthy and nutritious food for just 150. It's an affordable price. We have a diverse menu from various states. Local sourcing is done from the local markets, and it causes convenience to the users. For the weaknesses, obviously we have the competitions, and the quality control is a major issue because there are chances that we could get the raw materials of not that great quality, so which could deteriorate the total quality of the food. And the operational efficiency, there are certain times that there are chances that there are traffics, and due to any reason there are chances that the timely deliveries are not being done, so which causes an operational inefficiency. And the opportunities are growing market, partnerships we will collaborate with different companies so that our chain can be increased. Health and sustainability trends, as we are practicing the different states, we are also providing the nutritious food to the people, which will obviously provide the health and sustainability trends. And for the threats, we have competitive market, supply chain disruption, and negative online reviews. As we are in the growing stage, online negative reviews can create a huge impact for our business. Next. Commitment to CSR, transparent reporting. Transparent reporting is very must for us because being transparent with our stakeholders is very crucial. Community engagement, we engage with different NGOs, we provide different, there are many of the charity works that are being done by the company. Environment and sustainability, we are providing eco-friendly packaging and the minimum food wastage is being done. And for employee well-being, we provide up to the market trend, the actual amount of salaries that are being provided to the employees. Thank you.
Question. That is, when you are talking about corporates, right, there are all good corporates which are basically having, you can say, flexi timing, or where employees are coming in shifts. I have seen that all good corporates are basically having options for breakfast, lunch and dinner. And in many of them, I have seen that they even cater to vernacular tastes. Because that's your USP. You said your USP is Bharati restaurant. That is, you're basically catering to different palates or people who are coming from different origins. So that I could not understand that how you going to go ahead with the corporate. Students is fine, even working professionals which are basically there in some unorganized sectors, they are also fine. But how will you cater to this challenge?
Because they are two very different segments. We are trying to cater to two very different. Students will have a very limited budget, and the corporate should have a higher budget and would also like to have
Even you'll be surprised
better
to know
variety
that
in products.
there are certain corporates which are encouraging food which is basically very healthy, so that these employees are not feeling sleepy post lunch. So they are very particular about also what goes in the meals of their employees. ऐसी situation को कैसे आप
Firstly, we have the largest audience as a student. Earlier I mentioned 60% of audience we are targeting as students. That market is only a very large market in Delhi, we think of. And secondly, of the working professionals, yeah, it is specific that many corporate, many big giants follow, but it is not available in all the offices that everyone can get through. So we can target those corporates in the beginning and let move forward.
See, your student target market is no problem.
My name is Utsav Agarwal. Today we are here to present a business plan on the occasion of Entrepreneurship Day. Presenting in front of you the Ume Jewelers. Jewelry that tells your unique story. Now we talk about सौम्य में यार ये बेल सी यार मेरे को ना ये चीज समझ नहीं आ रही यार, ये जो बड़ी-बड़ी ब्रांडें हैं यार, ये पता क्या कर रही हैं यार, कि मेकिंग चार्ज बहुत ज़्यादा ले रही हैं। इससे पता क्या हो रहा है, ये जो लोअर सेक्टर है, जो मिडिल सेक्टर है, ये इनके लिए ना अच्छा नहीं हो पा रहा कि ये खरीद नहीं पा रही। ये सिर्फ क्या लग्जरी उसको टारगेट मार्केट को वो कैप्चर कर रहे हैं। और ऊपर से यार जब ये दे भी नहीं, चलो मैं दे देता हूँ, कोई भी 10% 15% मेकिंग का दे भी देता हूँ, तो यार इनके पास कंसिस्टेंट क्वालिटी प्रोवाइडेड ही नहीं है। कभी ये कुछ क्वालिटी दे देते हैं, कभी कुछ क्वालिटी दे देते हैं। तो इसका कुछ सॉल्यूशन बताओ यार समझो
वीरे। इसका सॉल्यूशन हम लेके आए हैं। वेलकम टू उमे ज्वेलर्स। नाउ वी टॉक अबाउट उमे ज्वेलर्स। वी ऑफर अ वाइड रेंज ऑफ jewelry, gold and silver, like bracelet, ring, earrings and clips.
Now let us come to the unique selling propositions, USP. First of all, we offer the best quality in the town. Secondly, the minimum making charge, that is, we offer the 4.90 making charge, which is not offered by any of the other brand in the market available. Thirdly, the exclusive design. We offer the exclusive design both in silver sector and as well as the diamond sector and as well as the gold sector. Fourthly, the wide variety. We offer a wide variety which is affordable for all the sectors, middle level, lower level and higher level. Like women's, men's, old age groups. For all the sectors we have a wide range of variety. Fifthly is the personalized consulting. We provide the face-to-face communication to the customers. Like अगर हमारे पास कोई कस्टमर आया और अगर वो शिकायत लेके आया कि सर आपने हमारे को ऐसा प्रोडक्ट दे दिया, तो उनको पर्सनलाइज्ड कंसल्टिंग देंगे, उनके पास ड्यूरेबिलिटी देंगे, वारंटी देंगे अप टू 1 ईयर। जो कि कोई भी ब्रांड अक्सर देता नहीं है।
Now we talk about market size. In 2024, we analyzed the annual growth of 4.59% from 2024 to 2028, according to the compound annual growth rate. Now,
मैम इसके अंदर क्या है, मार्केट साइज है। मैम गोल्ड एक ऐसी चीज है जो कि हमेशा ईयर टू ईयर हमेशा ग्रो ही करती है, एक स्टैग्नेंट ग्रोथ हमें हमेशा देखने को मिलता है ग्रोथ में। इसके अंदर क्या है, इन आवर एनालिसिस हमने जो एनालाइज करी है उसके अंदर 2024 से लेकर 28 तक इसके अंदर स्टैग्नेंट इंक्रीज होगा विद एन एनुअल ग्रोथ ऑफ 4.959%।
now we talk
How
about
is this an opportunity for you?
यस मैम, फॉर अस बिकॉज़ हम जो हमने एनालाइज
Like you are
करी।
saying that there is going to be a CAGR of 4.9%.
यस मैम।
So how will it be an opportunity for you?
मैम बिकॉज मैम एक ज्वेलरी एक ऐसा सेक्टर है जो कि इन्वेस्टमेंट के तौर पे मैम हमेशा कोई ना कोई लेता ही है। अगर मैम अभी अभी हम देखें जो भी हमारा एक फेस्टिवल आया था उसके अंदर भी मैम ज्वेलरी के अंदर स्टैग्नेंट इंक्रीज हमेशा ईयर टू ईयर आता है। मैम अभी भी अगर जैसे हम अभी वॉर देखेंगे जो हमारी अभी चल रही है इसराइल और उसके बीच में ईरान के बीच में, उसके अंदर मैम उसके अंदर भी हमारे कम से कम एक महीने के अंदर ही कम से कम 5 to 10,000 के अंदर इंक्रीज आया ज्वेलरी सेक्टर के अंदर।
How the war that is happening between Israel and Iran is impacting the
मैम बिकॉज इट इज हमारा स्टैग्नेंट इंक्रीज हमेशा देखने को
one
मिलता है।
step. Government is going to increase the reserve.
यस मैम,
This means government is going to buy more
यस मैम,
because the international price of gold is relatively less.
Less.
Fine. Then what will happen?
देन उसके अंदर मैम क्या होता है, उसके बाद मैम उसके अंदर क्या होता है जो हमारे स्टैग्नेंट इंक्रीज इसकी वजह से वॉर की वजह से देखने को मिलते हैं। क्योंकि मैम जब गोल्ड रिजर्व हो गया तो मैम इसके अंदर गोल्ड के अंदर भी चैन होती है। इसके अंदर क्या होगा मैम, अगर किसी ने गोल्ड लिया उसके बाद मैम वो किसी और पे जाएगा, किसी और पे जाएगा, तो मैम इसके अंदर ये चीज चलती है कि अगर गवर्नमेंट ने रिजर्व रख लिया तो उसके अंदर हमारे पूरी इकोनॉमी के अंदर एक स्टैग्नेंट इंक्रीज होता है। और ये भी एक BIS है, ब्यूरो ऑफ इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड्स जो
That's
डिसाइड
very
करता है।
natural if the government reserves are increasing. This means
Yes, ma'am.
there is an inflow of gold in the market.
यस यस
And of course, the prices are
Yes.
going to increase.
यस मैम, तो इसलिए मैम ये इन्वेस्टमेंट के तौर पे भी लेते हैं और मैम वैसे भी हमारा जो फैशन तौर पे तो मैम लेते हैं। और जैसे कि मैम अगर समर में भी देखोगे आप विंटर में भी देखोगे मैम शादी के साए मैम हमेशा आते हैं, तो उसके अंदर भी क्या होता है हमारा स्टैग्नेंट इंक्रीज होता है। अगर हम दिवाली आई तो उसके अंदर भी स्टैग्नेंट इंक्रीज होता है। तो मैम इसके अंदर ये नहीं है कि हमारा सीजनल ग्रोथ है, हमारी है ग्रोथ सीजन टू सीजन। नाउ वो देयर आर सम प्रॉब्लम्स एंड सॉल्यूशंस ऑफ द वुमेन ज्वेलर्स। मैम इसके अंदर क्या होता है, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द क्वालिटी कंट्रोल। मैम एंश्योरिंग अ कंसिस्टेंट क्वालिटी इज अ बिग चैलेंजिंग फॉर ऑल द अदर ब्रांड्स। For our brand, we only focus on the providing a consistent quality to our
Do you
customers.
have any tie-up with any quality certification in jewelry?
मैम इसके अंदर हम टाइप नहीं होता, इसके अंदर हम एक उसमें
If you go to any good authorized jeweler, they always give you a quality certificate. I'm wearing something,
Yes,
they
ma'am.
always. So what are those certificates?
मैम उसके अंदर सर्टिफिकेट के अंदर हम टाइप उसके अंदर नहीं कह सकते, बट मैम उसके अंदर ये कह सकते हैं इसके अंदर एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बनी है BIS, वो मैम हॉलमार्क सर्टिफाइड ज्वेलरी प्रोवाइड करते हैं। उसके अंदर मैम हॉलमार्क हमारी हर एक ज्वेलरी में होता है, कुछ ज़्यादा
That you
कॉस्ट
should know.
Yes, ma'am.
We are BIS certified,
Yes, ma'am.
Hallmark certified.
हॉलमार्क और HUID में हमारी हर ज्वेलरी में होता है और मैम ज़्यादा कॉस्ट भी नहीं आती, 50 to 60 पर उसमें ज्वेलरी में आती है जो कि हमारी हॉलमार्क सर्टिफाइड होती है। अगर किसी भी जैसे भी कोई कस्टमर है अगर उसको हमारे पास ट्रस्ट नहीं है तो वो क्या कर सकता है, हॉलमार्क सर्टिफाइड नंबर डालेगा कंप्यूटर पे, उसके बाद पूरी डिटेल्स आ जाएंगी ज्वेलरी को लेकर। और मैम सेकेंडली क्वालिटी कंट्रोल के अंदर हमने ये किया है कि हम इंश्योर करते हैं कि हमारे हर कस्टमर को कंसिस्टेंट क्वालिटी कंट्रोल मिले। सेकेंडली मैम प्राइस ट्रांसपेरेंसी। मैम सम कस्टमर्स फेस डिफिकल्टी इन नोइंग द प्राइस ऑफ द ज्वेलरी, सो हमने इसको ओवरकम किया है बाय प्रोवाइडिंग द फॉर्मूला। अगर मैम जैसे कि अभी रेट चल रहा है गोल्ड का 81,000 चल रहा है, उसको मैम हम पर ग्राम निकालेंगे, 8100 हो गया पर ग्राम। जितना आपने मैम ग्राम खरीदा, जैसे कि सपोज आपने 5% ग्राम खरीदा, उसको मल्टीप्लाई करोगे और उसमें प्लस हमारा जो सारी जगह बेकिंग चार्ज है 4.90 उसको हम प्लस कर देंगे। ये चीज मैम कोई भी ज्वेलर बताता नहीं है इसके अंदर, इसीलिए हम इसको बताते हैं ताकि एक तरीके से ट्रस्ट भी बिल्ड हो हमारा। Thirdly, the customer service. We provide the after sales services also to the customer. Like अगर एक हमारे पास कस्टमर आया उसने कोई हमारे से ज्वेलरी को कुछ सामान खरीदा तो हम उसके अंदर जो भी उसको दिक्कत आएगी आफ्टर सेल सर्विसेज उसके पास पूरी अवेलेबल रहेंगी, 24/7 हमारा कस्टमर सर्विस अवेलेबल है।
Now we talk about target market. We target men and women.
As an entrepreneur, I would like to take your attention towards a firefighting system. An entrepreneur is a person who detects the problem present in the society and gets to a solution. According to the market surveys and incidents which are reported at the police station, 663 incidents have been reported in the last 5 years and 283 people died just due to the cash and it just decomposes it to a lower level. Some of the fire safety equipments are fire blankets, fire extinguishers, which everyone is aware of. But my product is for a massive scale. A beam detector, a firefighting system, and a sprinkler system. A beam detector. It detects the smoke. A beam detector is mostly present at the ceiling level, or it could be even present in the beams. At the ceiling levels, when the height of the ceiling is 20 feet or a 50 feet ceiling, at that time the air composites and the particles present in it gets heavier and inculcates towards the upper level. When till the time it reaches to the upper level, all the fire has been uploaded at the ground level and the acids are dissolved, many other things happen. But when it's at the beam level, it detects the fire. When it detects the fire, the sprinkler system gets active. But when the sprinkler system gets active, the alarming system which creates a noise. What if it creates a noise and there is a massive growth, or there are not the people at that time they are not present? My product is that the beam detector, the firefighting and the sprinkler system would be integrated. The beam detector would detect the fire and the sprinkler system would just burst out. The whole product would burst out and it would identify the three persons: the police, the ambulance and the fire extinguisher. It could even be installed in the hotels where there are huge halls, huge parties going on. Example, there was an auto expo last month, 2 months earlier in Pragati Nagar. That's a huge hall. Oh, in that, if any casualty occurs due to fire or anything like that, it would detect the beam. It would tell the control rooms that yes, there is a beam-like situation. Yes, there are products that are existing as beam detector as an individual product, which would just allow that.
For your innovative idea. It is with a great pleasure and enthusiasm that I extend a welcome to each of you. Thank you for dedicating your time and expertise to assess and celebrate the talents showcased here. While we are waiting for the results, I would like to request our judges to shed some light on the importance of good entrepreneur skills and what makes and breaks an entrepreneur.
It was a very good 1 or 2 hours that I've spent listening to you all, and I'm very happy to witness the fact that you have come up with wonderful ideas, and I'm very sure that all these presentations might have entailed a lot of research, and it's a great learning opportunity because it was a great listening opportunity. Now, before I tell about some insights about entrepreneurship, I just like to quote one example of the founder of KFC, that is Kentucky's Fried Chicken. I am very sure that you must have seen that old gentleman's photograph on the logo of KFC's. And I'm sure that everybody must have heard that story, that he has basically done a lot of ventures. And when he has been very unsuccessful in all the ventures, then he started selling fried chickens. Since he belongs, that's why KFC is said as KFC or Kentucky Fried Chicken. So number one thing is that there is no age to become an entrepreneur. There is no education limitation which is basically there to become an entrepreneur. To become an entrepreneur, all you need is to have the passion and the love for your passion and the determination and assertiveness that yes, I am going to do it. There will be a lot of problems that will come in your way, but then if you are committed and love your passion, you can do it. Just start thinking that an IIT professor teaches a student who gets a salary, and in 2 years an IIT professor student start getting 10 times more the salary of a professor. Because the professor is going to work on the same salary while a student passed out of an IIT after working in a good organization, starting a venture or entrepreneurship is definitely providing employment opportunities to others. So what are the key insights that I want to say as far as an entrepreneur is concerned? You don't have to work under anyone. You don't have to observe the organizational barriers. You can have your own startup.
your own way of thinking, your own organizational structure, your own ethics, your own values, and above all, you are providing employment opportunity to others. What is could be contributing to the society when you are providing employment opportunities to others? You yourself are going to graduate next year, and then if you are basically going for a venture of your own, you are basically providing employment opportunities to others, you are contributing to the economic growth of the company, you are studying on yourself to enhance your knowledge base. So I think that today these ideas might seem very small, maybe a cloud kitchen or a Swasthya Sampark Sansthan or a investment app or a fire extinguisher app, but tomorrow they can be great businesses, right? So I'll just try to wind off my talk by the quote of Neil Armstrong, what he said: one step on a moon, one step on a moon and a giant step for mankind. So all the best. Thank you, organizers. So I must thank you all for, you can say, doing the research and bringing all that out. So really, congratulations. Thank you.
At the end, I, Ashmi, filled with the gratitude for the incredible talents, dedication, and spirit displayed. And Shruti, BBA M4B. Now team 1 is Motit and Dimple, BBA M4B. First. Winner. Certificates can be collected